everyone, welcome back to my class. In this video we are going to study about the important topic, that is the Morgan's experiment. So in the previous classes we have learned about the chromosomes and also the linkage and crossing over. So the T.H. Morgan experiment is based on them only. What this T.H. Morgan did is, in order to learn about the linkage and recombination, he took the examples or the theories what Mendel did. So he focused on the Mendel's work. In the same way, he too did his experiment. So the T.H. Morgan is also called as the father of the experimental genetics. And coming to the experiment, on which organism or on which animal he did his experiment is, that is called Drosophila. So common name is, that is, fruit fly. Drosophila melanogaster is the organism or the animal which we commonly call it as the fruit fly, because it is abundant in nature. So he took the, that is, Drosophila. In same case where Mendel took the pea plant, right? Why did he take the pea plants? Because it was abundant in nature and also it was having the contrasting traits. In the same way here, the Drosophila or the fruit fly, it was also abundant in nature and it was also having the contrasting traits, and also once its lifetime is very less. It's about 2 weeks. And it can be grown easily in an artificial medium also. Lifespan is less, and once the breed or the mating happens, there will be production of the large number of progenies. Hence, the Morgan took the organism or the animal, that is Drosophila, and in that he saw a wild or a mutant Drosophila, where it was normally the Drosophilas will be having the brown body color, right, and they will be having the red eye. But one day in his laboratory, Morgan saw the mutant Drosophila or the fruit fly, which was white in body color, white in eye color and yellow in body color. So in order to this, Morgan got curiosity and he wanted to do the experiment, and he wanted to prove about the linkage and as well as the recombination. So here there are two contrasting traits in this Drosophila. So they are the yellow body, white eye. In the sense, a Drosophila which is having the white body, means body color is yellow and the eyes are white. So here are the two contrasting traits. In the sense, it is the dihybrid cross, where Mendel also did the same thing. And its contrasting thing is, that is, brown body and red eye, which is here wild type. In the sense, it is the dominant, where brown body will be having the male Drosophila will be having the brown body and red eye color. See the symbol. See, this is the female where it is recessive, okay, and this is the male which is dominant. And one more thing is, in Drosophila we can see 4 pair of chromosomes, where 3 pair of chromosomes are autosomes and 1 is the sex chromosomes, that is XX in female and XY in male. So we represent XX like this. These are the chromosomes of female, XX. We are coming to XY. This is X and this is Y. Y is represented like this. This is the chromosome Y. So in a sense, here the Morgan said that these characters with the yellow body or the white eye, red eye, these all are present on the X chromosome but not on the Y chromosome, right? Hence, in order to proceed his experiment, what he took the yellow bodied, white color female Drosophila and brown bodied, red eye Drosophila. So he crossed them. Before that, let me tell you how he denoted them. See, have a look over here. The line, in the sense, it is the, remember, these alleles or chromosomes or the gametes which will be present on the X chromosome only but not on the Y chromosome. See, hence, see here the symbol of Y chromosome. It doesn't bear any characters except the allosomic and not autosomic. We have taken the autosomic characters, right? See, that is color of the body and color of the eye. Hence, they are present on the X chromosome. So, coming to here, where small letter Y and small letter W indicates the recessive character. Hence, the yellow body is denoted by small letter Y and white eye is represented by small w. And coming to the dominant case here, see, have a look over here. The thing is, in dominant case, the first letter of the recessive trait is taken into the denoting symbols. But in case of dominant things, what Morgan did is, he wrote plus symbol on the dominant traits, that is the male. Got, is this clear? Whereas the Y chromosome won't be having any autosomic features, hence it is kept empty. Okay, so these are the represented characters of this yellow body, white eye Drosophila, and also the brown body, red eye Drosophila. So after or the before crossing them, this is the parental generation and it's the representation. Now coming to the formation of gametes. See, these both are present on the X chromosomes, right? So we will take only a single gamete, that is the Y and W. In these two we will take only one gamete because they are same. But here, where this is, let me tell you, where this is X chromosome and this is Y chromosome. We need to separate them. So the gametes will be as it is. This is a X and this is Y, right? And now after crossing them, we will get the F1 generation. That is, see, where the recessive YW, in the sense yellow bodied white eye, will get crossed with the brown bodied red eye. So have a look over here, where the X chromosome, the recessive and the dominant characters are present. And here it will be same, remaining as it is, where YW and the Y chromosome as it is. In a sense, this will get fused with this dominant one and also this X chromosome will get fused with the male gamete or the male chromosome. Is this clear? So this is the F1 generation. And after this F1 generation, Morgan led to the F2 generation, where we get the exact how the Mendel got his things, where he got the 16 offsprings there, and here the Morgan will get the 8 offsprings, where 8 into 2 is equals to 16 offsprings. So during F2 generation, these will be the what? Parents there, right? Self-crossing will be taken place and we should form the gametes from these offsprings or from these traits. So the gametes are like this. In the sense, these are the offsprings, we need to cross them, right? See, the small letter YW will get fused with the small letter YW, right? So that is the first gamete. Or this separately you can take first this, let's cross this, okay? Small letter YW and this gamete is here, and next we need to separate this, right? So that is the Y plus W plus written here. And the third one is where we know the crossing over will takes place, right? Because they are independently assorted and also they are present on the different chromosomes here, right? So this Y will get fused with this W plus, and that's why the gamete will be YW plus. And again this Y will combine with this W, or the dominant Y will combine with the recessive Y. So that's why the gametes are formed Y plus W on the X chromosome. So this is called as the crossing over. And also here we can see these gametes independently assorted and form the two gametes here, leaving these two, right? And here where this male, which is in case of hemizygous, because Y chromosome won't having any chances or benefits over here. So we need to write it as it is. Got? So this is the formation of the gametes. And after the formation of gametes, we need to cross this, right? and after that we will get the F2 generation. In the sense, in order to get the F2 generation, we need to cross these gametes with these two. So let's start crossing them. I think it is clear for you. So now we are going to the F2 generation. Coming to F2 generation. So these are the gametes, right? So the first offspring where this Y, W, X chromosome will get crossed with this X chromosome. So that's why, what is that? Y, W, and the second thing is Y, W. Because this same thing, right? We can write it in a single time also and double also, right? Because they are same here. And the second one is this Y plus W plus, okay? Where the dominant thing will get fused with this gamete. So Y plus W plus, and the thing is Y, W. And third chance is that is this Y, W plus will again combine with that X chromosome. And the fourth chance is that is Y plus W, and that the Y and W, which is recessive here. So these are the offsprings formed. And coming to the one more gamete, which is what it is, that is the male gamete. So these gametes should fuse with this male gamete. So the Y, W, so when it gets fused with the Y chromosome, keep this Y chromosome like this only, right? So in the same way, Y plus, W plus, and the male chromosome again, the one more, that is Y, W plus, again with the male chromosome, and Y plus, W, and again the male chromosome. So here we got 8 offsprings in the F2 generation. Is this clear? It is nothing but where these gametes got 4 gametes which were formed, got fused with this X chromosome, which is having the what? Yellow body and white eye. In the same way, these all gametes got fused with the male chromosome. Is this clear? So these are the offsprings which we got in the F2 generation. So how to learn that? How can we say that there is a presence of a crossing over or the linkage? So have a look over here. Where, see here, small y, okay? There is no presence of plus symbol over that. So this is the recessive character, and in case of the W, that is eye color also, there is no presence of plus symbol, and this is the recessive, okay? Recessive character. In the sense that it will be yellow bodied and white color. And here, see, this Y plus Y, in the sense here the presence of plus mark, right? In the sense it is the dominant. So this is the dominant which will be having the brown body color, and the W plus, in the sense it is also having the dominant. So it is the dominant which will be having the brown body and red eye color. And coming here, Y, there is no presence of what? Plus. So it is the recessive. And here coming to the eye color, there is a presence of plus, hence it is dominant because the eye color will be having the red. And coming here, this is dominant because there is a presence of plus, in the sense it is the brown body and there is no plus symbol here. So hence it is recessive, in the sense it will be having the white eye. And coming over here, which is recessive here, okay, and again here it is dominant, and here it will be recessive, and here it will be dominant, and coming to here, dominant and recessive. So is this clear? So here can you see recessive, dominant, recessive? In the sense, see the parents. The parents we took are, that is recessive female and dominant male. Hence we can conclude that there is the 50%, where the phenotype will be 50% from the parental generation. Got? Parental generation, because they resemble the parents' phenotype and genotype, because some are fully recessive and some are fully what? Dominant, and some other are both recessive and dominant, and some are dominant and recessive. They are having the both characters. Hence 50% of phenotype that is are formed due to the recombination. So this is the proof. Is this clear? So as we know that where independent assortment takes place, that capital A can fuse with the small a, where the small b can fuse with the capital B. So this is why the T.H. Morgan concluded that in this case, where not only the parental generation get passes, but also the what will takes place? The recombination or the linkage will takes place. So is this clear? So this is all about the T.H. Morgan's experiment and how he crossed these Drosophila using its traits. So this completes the T.H. Morgan experiment, and in the next video, let me come up with a few more aspects. Till that, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone. Take care and bye bye.